To hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top-5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2. They'll drop the throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this out past the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Hand off right side to Pierce. Nice little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pierce now up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. Hey, 73.
Hurts. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And audible here to get a new look. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down running at the 45-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Hand off now to Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Landon Collins. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Israel Abanikanda, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Vikings 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds Douglas complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Hurts completes it to Douglas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Give to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wants to try and the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Here's first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains. You're
exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact, well timed there. And now 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
63.
Hurts. Passed. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Minnesota, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.